Today we will be discussing about uh, a popular class that is an object, which is a super class for all the classes what you create in the Java. So we'll be discussing a bit about object and its methods. What are the methods in the object class contains? So in Java, the super class of all the classes, whether you create yourself or you are referencing about any of the classes in the Java libraries. Object class is a super class, so it has been referred by all the classes indirectly. So I'll just explore what are the methods in this particular object class. So I will try to depict with a small example. I have an class called object class example. So created an class here. So basically I have created three objects over here. So I will be using this particular objects to show you different methods. Uh, First of the methods which I'm going to talk about is an equals methods. This is one of the method which compares the equality of this particular object. Let's say you have two objects and you want to compare this particular two objects, they are equal or not. So as I said, I've created three objects over here. So I am referring here these two particular objects over here. So I've created one object over here, that is object, there is one object, and the second object, that is an object second. So here I'm just trying to compare it, like if they are equal or not. So if you see here, I have compared the first object with the second object, which of course it should be different. It should be coming to an false. And if you see, I have compared an object with the third object, which is indirectly referencing to the original object. So I have created an object indirectly and it is going to refer. So it basically this will be the same object of this, because it is going to refer the same object. Third one, second one is the get class. So if you see here, you will be able to, with the help of this particular methods, you will be able to get the information of that particular class what you have created, like what kind of constructor it will be having, what kind of methods are it. With the help of this particular class object, you will be getting all the in internal details. So let's say if you open this particular class, you will see lot of classes, like you will be able to create a new instance of that particular class. You will be able to get that particular declared constructor. If you see here, the fields, the methods, uh, everything about related to that particular class, like how many constructor, how many methods, what are the fields, what is the class loader inside it, with the help of that particular class object. Third, there is an hash code method. So this particular method is used to is used for calculating the hash code of that particular object. This particular methods will be used when you are trying to refer, or you want to store some element inside this, either in the hash map or in a hash table. So this will be calculated, and based on that it will be storing those particular value in those collections. uh, there is another method called toString. So if you see here, I have just written some commented section over here. So if you see, when you try to get this particular call this particular method, it will be calling, it will be returning you an instance, like a string that is going to be in the format of the name of that particular class name. See here, and then it will be appending an at the rate, and then it will be returning you the integer hash code that is shown in the hexadecimal format. Apart from this, there are other methods like this notify all. These are wait and wait with a long. This particular methods are used in the context of multi-threading, when you're working on with multiple threads. So you just want to have this communication of between the threads, inter-thread communication. This particular methods are being used. So apart from this, there are two other methods which I will try to finalize method. This is used when you want to do some last minute operations like before the object has been garbage collected. So I called it super dot finalize, so it will be calling the object of this particular method of this particular super class object. This is then cloning object, so this is used in the like used for creating the cloning of the object. So when let's say you have an object and then you doesn't want to go to the process of creation of that particular object, you just want to have the particular same object, so you can actually have this particular clone object created uh, with the help of this clone method. So here we will just have a look of this a look at the object class. I mean in the Java hierarchy, like if you just click on this particular object, you will be able to see the object class along with this method. So I have an ID, there is an STS, so it is similar to an Eclipse. So if you just press Ctrl O, you will be able to see all the methods which I just spoke about. Like if you see this is the the constructor, this is the get class method, this is the hash code equals clone toString notify all wait. There is another which is with the help of long and that is an nanoseconds wait, and then finalize method what we spoke about. So this is I will just try to run this particular code and just show you what will be the output of this particular each system out what I have written it. So we'll just go through it one by one. So if you see here, as I told you earlier that I just tried to compare this particular two objects which are created separately. So this basically these are two objects separately created, so they're going to be different objects created in the memory. The second one which I will try to show, I just try to show you like in order to understand, like if two objects are one object is created and another object is referencing to that particular object, it will be the same object when you try to have that equality operator when you check that particular equality of this particular two objects. uh, and if you see here the third one, that is in class object, which I told you, like if you uh, it will be returning a class object of that particular class. So if you see if you click on this particular class, so you will be able to see that it is calling this particular method of object class. Thirdly, this hash code. So if you see here, this is the hash code for that particular object. So no matter how many times you call this particular object, you will be getting the same hash code in the application. This is a toString. So if you see, as I told you, like it will be returning that particular class name, that is a Java learning object, and then at the rate which I showed you here, and then the hash code, which is representation in the hexadecimal format. So if you see here, if you open it in the object class, you will be able to see this particular exact representation. So yeah, this is everything about object